coming together of the opposition voices against this government. We've not seen it in the past years in Nigeria's politics. Not even in the merger of the APC.
There is no merger. Let me tell you something, Mr. Seun, and I will be honest with Nigerians. This coalition issue you're hearing is overblown. There's no coalition anywhere. Do you know why? Those who left the PDP, who are the proponent of this coalition, is just a handful of people that left. The governors of People's Democratic Party have not followed them. The National Working Committee have not followed them.
But
the National Executives have not followed them. Where is the coalition? They are even toasting to get somebody to come and run on the platform of PDP. Where is the coalition? This coalition, you have not more than 13 people. But Nigeria is a nation that celebrates new information.
But that's not true.
Okay,
the people that we saw there, and I can mention over 20 for you, just by...
There are moments when the pressure is high and you need something exceptional.
Chief John Oye, you saw Dele Mamadou, you saw Senator Ben Obi.
So you are now gradually going away from stakeholders to citizens.
No, look at them. That's Malami over there in the picture.
So let me tell you something.
They are listening of Nigerians, eminent Nigerians, former
political blocks.
Seun
is even betting this thing. I don't know
so these people you call the coalition, let's be honest with Nigerians. In the whole of that room, are they up to 300?
The whole of people that teach in Asoro, can you put up to 300?
Every member of the party into the room.
They don't even have a party. This ADC you're hearing about, what they did is called forceful takeover, hostile takeover. In company law, you did that. You know the consequence of a hostile takeover. A lot of people don't know. Their chairman, who they gave whatever they gave, and he handed it to the party to them, even was saying that this our administration promised him 3 ministerial slots and some money.
And that's the accusation against your government, that your government go after opposition voices, go after, he was claiming that he was being offered 3 different ministerial positions.
Let me tell you, I did criminology, where you study the mind, the mental element of people who have the propensity to commit crime. And there is a fact pattern, and you judge from the way somebody talks to derive or to deduce the inference of truth. Anybody who has such a strong allegation and wants to make an optics out of it will mention the name of the public officials and will mention the circumstances that they did that. You know, if they are going to charge you in court, then you have to quote the offense and the particulars of the offense. He says senior public officials. Who are they? Do you think President Bwala Tinubu in this government, apart from President Bwala Tinubu, nobody in this government can give ministerial position to anybody? And if President Bwala Tinubu will give you or promise you ministerial position, he will speak to you directly. Of course, you know. The president has spoken to the people that are high up. He has spoken to the people that are low. You will never believe the president will see so person. That's his idea and that's his politics. If he sees value in you, he will look for you. Did this man meet president? Let him mention even the public official. But of course, you know, in politics, it is only in politics people trafficate right and turn left. In the sense that he will say what he wants to say in order to achieve 2 things. One, for the individuals he is doing business with to think that he has some integrity and value. That's the reason why he didn't give in. And then on the other side, to give the world the impression that he's such a special person that this government, imagine, this government will go to him and say, we'll give you 3 ministers. Don't give them platform to run. How many of them? These are nomadic politicians, internally displaced persons.
And those are, they are saying already that they're sending you guys packing in 2027. But, I mean, the real issue here, Mr. Bwala, the World Bank statistics shows that about 45% of Nigerians have access to reliable electricity. And it's on tape that the president has promised that if we do not, after 4 years, if we do not provide you constant electricity, do not vote for us. Yes. And those who are rational, we know that with the way our electricity is today, there's no way you can guarantee constant electricity. Could Nigeria say, okay, that is the premise upon which President Bwala Tinubu should not come back?
No, what he said was a statement of intent that is backed up by a commitment to make that happen. When you make
so now it's looking like that promise is a dash promise.
I'm coming now. When you make such a commitment, the next thing is you put it to work, which is what he has been doing.
Wonderful. wonderful representative of President Bwala Tinubu. Wonderful. You see, sometimes when I listen to these guys talk, the only thing that goes through my mind is this thing called democracy that is supposed to be the best form of government, has it actually taken us forward or it has taken us aback? Because of course, it is politics that is like the lead way to get into a democratic governance. And that is why we can have people that are not being realistic. Hypocrites and sycophants. Where is Daniel Bwala thinking from? You see, when people begin to talk about how are the people performing, what is the perspective of Nigerians to the government, they tell you that governors are happy, and I just laugh. Governors that are eating fats from the commonwealth of the people, you say those are the statistics you're using to measure the satisfaction of Nigerians in this government. It is obvious that Daniel Bwala is not in touch with reality. You say 300,000 Nigerians have been, indigent Nigerians have been given money. And I've been wondering, where are the 300,000 people? Where in Nigeria are they? Because as far as I'm concerned, I've not even met one person that has said, I have benefited from this President Bwala Tinubu's government via the indigent transfer and all they are saying. Why should you even be transferring money to people like we always ask? When we're talking about policies that you put on ground that will be realistic to change the narrative of the government. You say you're transferring money to people. And a lot of people have come out to say if it is not for that type of white elephant project that can be a perfect means to loot the commonwealth of the people, how can you say you're transferring money to people? Even a layman knows that if you give a person fish, he will come back to you to ask for bread tomorrow. Teach me how to fish and not to give me bread today. Not to give me fish today, rather. And you come out and say that they are transferring money to Nigerians. Now, the truth is that this is 2 years of President Bwala Tinubu's government. And trust me, like you can already see the political dynamics and the rascality in different political parties. The truth is that as it is right now, these guys has little or nothing to do with governance. They are obviously beginning to tilt towards politics, which is what is going to be bringing them back into government. Like you heard, that is the last thing he said, that when we come back in 2027, come back to do what, for goodness sake? Come back to do what? With the rascality in the government today, what are you coming back to do? And you come on air and give us statistics. IMF said this, 1,000 people have gotten this, they're giving 1 million kilowatts and all the bullshit that people are not seeing the reality of it in their lives by the day. As a matter of fact, when I was listening to Daniel Bwala, it's as though let me throw my phone on the floor. Because this guy is obviously not in touch with reality. I almost vomited. Like, what is this man saying? Why should people be this hypocritical? Why should people be this unrealistic to the realities they are facing? Everything is politics in Nigeria. Right now, everything is politics. As far as it has to do with making their pocket fat, it is politics. And that is what the so-called politics and democracy has taken us to. We'd like you to do your best to drop your own thoughts in the comment section. Let's get to know what you think about the words of Daniel Bwala. And come to think of it, like somebody dropped in the comment section, Seun Akinbaloye was not the Seun Akinbaloye I knew. He was not tackling him and asking him realistic questions like he should. That is why he was there jumping around and doing jamboree and giving facts, fallacy facts that are not realistic with what is obtainable for Nigerians by the day. We'd like you to do your best to share this video and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Tell us what you think about the words of Daniel Bwala, and we shall continually be here to serve you. Many thanks indeed to all our viewers and returning subscribers. We truly don't take it lightly. My name again is Moses, and this is Think Tank TV. See you on our next video. Bye for now.